So welcome back, guys, to Minecraft with the Wonder Watchers and the Cave Delays. First shooting this video to set new world, but also because there was a problem I wanted to address in the previous video that I did on these two add-ons. So the previous video got copyrighted by a company, by an unknown company that I do not know why, but they seem to claim that I use one of the songs in my videos, but you guys I'm sure know by now that I only use the original Minecraft songs and the songs that come in the add-ons, so which is why I find it weird, because I only use the songs that come in the add-ons and in the vanilla Minecraft, so it should not have posed a problem for me, but somehow did. And for that reason, they got copyrighted. And recently, now this was like in a video a month ago, but it's now deleted because they decided to. They decided that to keep the claim and reject my dispute last day. And that was like 1 day before the deadline that they disputed it. Actually, I might find better for this, but this one, because I do not like the spawn point for that one. Like, I really find it annoying that they. I think this is a common problem. I'll be honest. I think it's a common problem on YouTube because I thought YouTube makes it so easy for people to falsely copyright things that they do not own. So. Which is why I don't really like. That's the one thing I don't really like about YouTube and the lack of moderation as well. But I guess both could be put into the same category. But yeah, that's the main problem with YouTube is that, and also because they allow frauds like that to go on. But I could have appealed it, but in order to do so, I had to provide personal information. I'm not gonna provide personal information to frauds because because after all they are frauds, so I don't want to give them and potentially scammers or hackers or whatever. Like, who knows why they're doing it? So I'm not gonna give them any personal information or any kind of leverage in the fight, in the copyright fight. Which is why I decided to delete the video instead of appealing or trying to trying to fix the appeal it, the rejected claim. It's kind of shit that I've really done that I'm having to deal with this stuff because like it's for believing within Minecraft's guidelines that you can stream, that you can use the in-game music and in-game music of the mods, as long as the in-game music of the mods is not by any kind of artist like any kind of pop artist or musical artist that's not part of the game. Like if it's a random pop song, then you would not be able to use that one. But most of the songs here I know are definitely from the game. Haven't had this problem before because I've used the same songs they have every other time. They get all the vanilla songs, although my sister sometimes decides to be annoying and play their own songs. Why is that crafting? That's new, but why did they appear just now? It's unclear, but I'm pretty sure it was the in-game sounds they typically only copyright the in-game sounds that instead of copyrighting they don't typically copyright outside songs, but they do tend to copyright in-game songs. Oh, you're hearing an Enderman teleporting around. There it is. Oh, I took the dirt block from right there. Maybe. Get some wood here for, just to stock up some resources. So I do think wood's gonna be quite vital in the long run. Try to find that tree line mine that near spawn, which should be this right here. There's what I was looking for, a sapling. I have been coughing quite a bit lately, so don't worry too much about me. So I'm fine, just not having a bunch coughing a bit, been coughing a lot, but yeah. I do not really like that they even allowed to do that and not have a human review at least, even a part of it, because after that seems a little kind of unreasonable to have like just about anybody being able to. It seems unreasonable allowing anybody to claim anything without at least some kind of valid evidence that they own it. Like if it's a video that you uploaded to YouTube that you're copyrighting, then yeah, sure. Like, because you can. Especially if it's like a public one or that one that YouTube themselves can access. I should grab that one piece of coal because after all, I'm not gonna. There's gravel and I do not want to deal with the gravel and the mobs as well. So I also don't want to risk the caves where they're spawning, but yeah, I think they need to fix that issue due to the fact that. It makes it too easy for others to copyright things that are not theirs. And it also makes it much easier for people to, it also makes it much easier for scammers, hackers, and other people to gain information and stalk other people too. Because you can easily track the account. There's a whole bunch of other. There's also like many problems that come with it. So I just really want YouTube to change themselves to change the way they handle these copyright issues, or just the copyright claim. Like, I think they should definitely have like the final say. I think instead of being a copyright, the person who owns copyright to the thing, I think it should really be like, if it's like a video that there's valid evidence that clearly can, and I think it should be go without saying. But if it's like I think YouTube should at least analyze it and kind of look at it and see if it's worth getting it, if it could be a fraud or not. Or at least you should investigate each claim before accepting appeals and things like that. If they don't, it makes it too easy for scammers and stuff to get away with things like that. Exactly that. Which is the only reason I don't want. Which is the only reason why I don't really like YouTube as much. I'm not gonna move to Twitch or anything, except I'm not gonna move to Twitch or TikTok. Because both those platforms are not, because both Twitch and TikTok are not the best platforms for what I do. I just find YouTube's kind of like the all-rounder, in my opinion, just because of the fact that you have like a shorts, you have the YouTube shorts, you have the long form content and the live streams. You don't even have a limited amount of videos either. You just have a limited amount of storage of video storage, which makes it so much easier for me to stream and to keep the videos up for people who want to view my content on YouTube without having to be worried about it. Like, Twitch is good, but it's not. It's definitely better than TikTok for TikTok's privacy stuff. Like, it's not very good for privacy. And also, which is the only reason I don't really use TikTok, just because I'm concerned about privacy, and also the trends that come from there are kind of weird. Which is one of my other main concerns about TikTok is just the trend. And then Twitch is like decent, but just doesn't have like the same concerns as TikTok. But it's still not the best platform. It's just a lot more. If you kind of makes kind of feels like they're limiting the people who use it, but at least the streamers who use it. There we go. So I do not think that limiting the streamers is a good thing. So I thought, especially if they don't usually use YouTube or don't really want to use YouTube, then it kind of restricts them to. Eventually, it might force them to use if they only use the individual platform. Then like eventually, I might end up like if I have to do it because of how bad. Eventually, if YouTube doesn't do it right, they may end up forcing me onto a platform that I do not really want to use, which is not something I want to. Like I do not want to use TikTok or Twitch, but eventually, if it could very much come to that because that's how they manage your content or because of how YouTube manages things. But it's unlikely that it's going to actually happen, but still could happen. But still, it's quite unlikely I'm ever going to do that. But I think that's still the possible scenario regardless of whether I actually do it or not. Just due to how they manage it. Do not want my crafting table there. Did it stink? Never mind, it's still sitting. So what this is happening? Sometimes they do not like berries just because of how they do that sometimes. So moving on, how is you guys' days? Since I have not really done any videos of commentary just since the last weekend or so. One thing I think they should Another thing I'm definitely gonna say that they should add is at least for the one who watches is a Skinwalker mod, or a Skinwalker function. I think that'd make things a lot more interesting since it is supposed to be a stalker mod. So it would make sense theoretically to actually have it watch and pretend to be animals. Since after all, it would add a little bit. It would add make it even more of a psychological horror than it already is. Which would, I think it would make it more creeper. This is about time I dug down for the night. You know, maybe a little bit of voice record. I think it's gonna be much better than the alternative. So after the alternative is staying out for the night, is having no light at all. I much prefer to have light than have. I completely forgot about the cave dweller there, which is a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take, considering the fact that I do not want to deal with them. Much rather deal with a cave dweller than the mob. So the cave dweller you can easily prevent. You can tend to tell when it's around and it can easily prevent it from spawning if you're careful enough. So mine to have like about 30 or 40. Not sure what. I didn't really listen to the part they copyrighted, so I don't really know exactly why they copyrighted, but yeah. Let's go grab some banks and cover this up. I'm pretty sure the cave gonna might need a bigger area to spawn, but I know it can definitely spawn in the caves or in any deeper areas that are underground. And it can still spawn above ground too. I should have got to block off that one area. There you go. I can just throw these in there, in my inventory. Use this fuel for later. People say axes are better than swords. You're kind of weird. I mean, the axes are good for the safety of shields, but other than that, no, they're a little better than the sword. They're better than the pickaxe and the shovel, because I think that's like a very low attack. And that's even a, like it's better than the alternative, but still not very good. I still wouldn't recommend an axe for like, if you're going against like, I mean maybe if you're gonna disable shields, but it's not a good alternative to it. Not mean to do that. I'm going to quickly readjust my glasses without doing this thing. Just in time for that. No. I'm just kind of doing this live stream just because I wanted to let you guys know about the issue that was going on with one of the previous videos I did on this, so. I am kind of annoyed with the fact that I had to take it down. So for those of you who put like the video or give it the thumbs up, then I apologize if you did, because I would imagine that you'd be pretty annoyed with that, because I thought, oh, it did get taken down because you had to take it, but that was not. I kind of did have to in order to prevent myself from giving away data, any personal information. So just craft a second one as a precaution, because who knows if I might want to craft a blast one this later. Still very much nighttime. Actually use this word. Even if a mob falls down, it has to be. It's gonna be a lot more difficult for it to hit me. That would be unfortunate if that will actually, if a player could get set on fire by torch. So that would mean that, that'd mean my hair would be on fire. Looks like it's every day soon, which is a good sign. I keep the slabs for fuel. You should have a few seconds here until it starts to day. Well, actually, probably a bit longer since I did start this world about 2 minutes after, so it probably will be another 2 minutes until I'm able to actually until I'm actually able to get out of here safely. I do hear drowned as well. You guys are starting to turn the light here, so I think I hear a spider nearby. I actually hope there's no creepers nearby, because that would be a very big nuisance if there was. I should put my controller down, wait till it's at least till the cells disappear, maybe. It's more than likely safe to go out now. That little gremlin thought it was... There we go. I knew there's a gremlin nearby, but I wasn't... I hear a witch somewhere. I'm gonna try to just progress through this forest as quickly as I can. Hopefully find the village sooner or later. I'm gonna try to gain a vantage point just to help try to get to find just so I can at least have somewhere to. Oh, there's a third sheep. If the cherry blossom biome is not any hint to how close the village is, and it should be close enough because after all, the villages do typically spawn at least within a certain radius of them. Not sure exactly what the radius is, but I do typically find them close to villages for whatever reason. So. I grab about. Oh, don't mean to grab those. Sure, I grab this one because I do think this one's gonna give me a decent amount of wood here, so. There's other structures there for the one who watches, but I'm not gonna really bother with those. So unless they have campfires, and maybe I might loot the campfires, because after those, the choco is pretty useful, so... This one should be day 5, no, day 19. So I don't think I found the orb. I have definitely not found the orb yet. But I'm not entirely sure exactly how to find all of them, but I do know there's plenty of them. I should keep on going this way, because after all, why not? Do you think it should be I think it should be a lot more interesting if I go... I think there's I'm much more likely to find a bridge. And go back on this way, considering all the cherry blossom biomes. It could be something that way, maybe, but I'm just gonna continue this way since this one has most of it. Does look like there's a open plains biome over there, so that would be pretty good. I'm gonna put that in my inventory for now. I only have 2 wool. I should have grabbed some more then. Go grab this cow while I'm here, while I see it. So you will need some leather for later on. Oh, and a sheep, conveniently. We could just go use a fishing rod since that would be cheaper and I wouldn't have to waste my stone sword's durability on the fish. It's not easy to catch fish with a fishing rod than it is to use a sword, because after they can be annoying to chase down, and you can also get some rare items from fishing, which is pretty good if you ask me. Even if you may have to do a lot of fishing to get rare items, it still is better off to fish than to if you want to rare items, and it's also much easier to catch fish if you want to eat fish in Minecraft. So I would definitely recommend doing that. For now, craft a bed just to get this out of the way. If you do notice the one who watches anything like that, then please let me know. So I would be interested in knowing if he was watching at some point. But actually, But only point him out if you see it, or point out any of the either the one who launches or the caves, or only if you actually see them. If I don't see them either, but if I don't see them, but only that, because I don't know me just kind of chasing down random them jokes and stuff. I thought it would be kind of pointless if I didn't actually miss anything. You can really see the grass seems to be kind of starting to change color, especially right here. So that means we've officially switched into the mountain biome. So that means they're getting up to the coastal peak of the mountain, I'm guessing. There's a... Never, that's not a shipwreck. You either love the berries or hate them, or sometimes mix of both. Like, I like them as a food source, but I sometimes find them a bit annoying to deal with. This area seems to be quite mountainy. There's a bunch of Snoopy, so there's something I gotta... So... Let's just leave right here. Is it not night yet? Oh, there you go. Well, iron. I'm definitely gonna grab that from later. So I thought iron is quite a good resource for survival. You're gonna slowly look at it, you're gonna need iron eventually, whether you like it or not. There you go. Missing a piece of wood there. Just so I waste minimal wood here. Let's use this and then the slabs. Oh, there's a village over there. So I'll head over to that village there, then do that, maybe head out, and if I see another one that's in a better spot to build a base, I might build a base near another one. So I'm looking for the best, always looking for the flattest location to build bases, because that's why it makes it much easier to build them. If I have a flat area to work with, I don't have to do too much landscaping. I'm probably going to end up doing landscaping anyways, but just to minimize the work I have to do for that. So I do not want to waste too much time. I have enough. Oh, there you go. Guess you're gonna need to be careful here. Baby pig, okay. So I'm gonna check how long I've been. Okay, so 36 minutes. My controller may almost be dead. Even if it does die, I'm not gonna be too worried because I do have another controller charged up and ready to go. So I'm really okay, random cave noise. So I'm kind of hoping this one does last out the duration for the rest of my stream, so... If it doesn't, it doesn't really matter, but hopefully it does last out for the rest of the stream just so I don't have to deal with it not to just I don't have to put it on to charge too early. So once I get this code I'll be back up and going back to head to the village because I thought you want to get to that village as soon as I can. There you go, all those dirt, and there you go. Well, this village has a blacksmith. That's pretty good. Yeah, if you guys want to let me know how the stream is performing, please let me know because I do want to get some feedback on how different streams perform and how the visuals, things like that. Because after I do not really know what the quality is like on the stream because it's set to 180p and it's supposed to be at 60 FPS. I do not actually know if it actually reaches that. If it doesn't, I apologize. But I have it set. I know the videos are supposed to be at 180p at 60 FPS consistently. Unless I have a 4K signal, then it will do that. And I'll be set to 180, then I'll be set up to 4K. Then I much rather not get a monitor that's able to handle 4K because I do not yet have a monitor that's able to handle it. But with the one I have now, I'm not gonna be replacing it anytime soon unless I absolutely need to. But even then, the 4K videos are not really a thing I do to use necessarily because after it's like the amount of storage a single 4K video takes up is massive. It's about it's about like 10 20 gigabytes. It's like 20 gigabytes for a single hour long video. Which really makes it annoying. That's not the most efficient file formats, which really makes it more annoying because I want it to be my files to be compatible with I want my files to be compatible with with my device and to make it easier for editing and things like that. So, there's two blacksmiths. That's very good. Yeah, that's the main reason behind it is me using Webbit, the not using 4K because that not only lags my monitor, which can do up to 1440p, but it also kind of takes up a lot of storage and kind of cause upload problems because of how long it can take to upload. So that's kind of like the primary reason why I do not really do 4K videos. At least I won't until there's a withered a pale golden biome. But yeah, that's like as I said, those are like the main reason why I do not do those 4K videos in 4K because first of all, it's way too storage consuming for me to actually have can have them. And second of all, the the file format's not the best one for, especially for if I want to download or edit the videos. Yeah, I'm someone who would at least like to have something that's compatible, even if it's not as storage efficient, because after all, it's much preferable to have a less simpler way to edit, and I don't want to make things too difficult for me to actually edit videos. I have to download them. Like if it were to be revamp, I wouldn't mind too much, but I just don't, just for the sake of not keep being storage wise, I'm not going to do that. Not going to play the risky game. There you go. Let's see what this blacksmith has to trade. Not bad. Could be better though. Let's get all the wheat here. Oh, almost a full set. I got almost have a full set. Just do that for now, just to keep it simple. So there is a librarian in this village, so it will make it easier for me to find it. If I want to go back here for books, then I think that would be that would probably be something to look at. There's another Pale Gardens. Oh, no, that's all the same Pale Gardens biome. I actually think for now I'm gonna actually end the stream there. So guys, thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time.